You're in a private group chat with 3 coworkers talking about how the new PTO policy is a mess. The next day, your manager calls you in for a chat about your negative attitude or unprofessionalism. Is that legal? In 2026, the answer is a hard no. You just engaged in what the law calls protected concerted activity. Firing you or even writing you up for that is a federal violation. Even if you don't have a union. Even if you're at will. Today, I'm giving you the legal armor the company hopes you never find. Here is the reality companies spend millions to hide. Under the National Labor Relations Act, NLRA, you have the right to act with your coworkers to improve your working conditions. It doesn't matter if you work at a tech startup, a warehouse, or a bank. In 2026, this means you have the absolute right to discuss your wages. If your handbook says salary discussion is a fireable offense, that handbook is illegal. Federal law trumps your company's confidentiality policy every single time. Complain as a group. If you and one other person complain about a boss, a safety issue, or a schedule, you are legally protected. Organize. Even a simple anonymous survey about workload is a protected act of organizing. If your employer retaliates for these things, they aren't just being a jerk, they are breaking federal law. But here's the 2026 twist. As we discussed in video 3, companies are now using AI to scan for organizing language in Slack or Teams. They are looking for keywords like fairness, policy, or together. Here is your S-tier strategic move. Don't give the scanners the data. If you're going to discuss collective action, take it off company property. Use private signal groups or meet in person. The law protects the activity, but it doesn't protect you from the hassle of an AI-driven HR audit. Be a ghost to the system, but a leader to your team. If management tries to shut you down with a no negativity policy or an insubordination write-up, follow this protocol. First, get it in writing. Ask. Can you clarify which specific conversation led to this write-up? Second, the NLRB gambit. You don't need a lawyer to start. You can file an unfair labor practice, ULP, charge with the NLRB for free. Recent 2026 rulings have made it much harder for employers to play dirty during these investigations. Third, stay concerted. The law protects the group. If it's just you complaining about your lunch, you're vulnerable. If it's you and Sarah complaining about the team's lunch, you're a protected collective. There is safety in numbers. Knowledge is only power if you use it. Companies count on your fear and your silence to keep their margins high. But when you realize that your right to speak up is protected by the same government that regulates their taxes, the power dynamic shifts. You aren't causing trouble. You are exercising a right that workers fought for decades to secure. Don't let a corporate handbook gaslight you into thinking you're powerless just because you're at will. In this file, we talked about how the law protects you when you act with your coworkers, how to build a shield that even the most aggressive HR AI can't pierce. But defense only keeps you in the game. It doesn't help you win it. Why is it that the hardest workers, the ones who follow every rule and never complain, are often the ones who get passed over for promotions while someone else gets tapped on the shoulder? In the next and final video of this series, we are talking about succession planning. I'm revealing the secret list, the actual digital spreadsheet that determines who is considered future leadership and who is considered inventory. If you've ever been told you're too valuable in your current role, you're actually in the most dangerous position of all. If you want the NLRA rights cheat sheet and my internal investigation note-taker to start building your paper trail today, comment shield below. I'll send the access link directly to your DMs. The movement is growing because we're done playing defense. The move is yours. I'll see you in video 5.